Genderqueer chat, it's Stacy. It's Tuesday, and I am really sorry I keep kind of ditching out on you guys. Yeah, things have just been crazy for me, especially on Tuesdays. I don't know why, but yeah, last Tuesday just got way out of control, so I didn't really have time to sit down and make a video. It probably would have looked like the last video I made, which was more scatterbrained than usual. And I'm already weird enough, I don't need more scatterbrained videos. So I just decided, quality over quantity, and I just didn't make a video last week because, yeah, it just wouldn't have been good, I can tell you that. Today's still kind of crazy, but I don't have really anything going on now, so I actually have time to sit down and make a video. It's just been really crazy with work, but I'm already in my pajamas and it's a little bit after 6, so yeah, I'm ready to relax and not worry about anything. So anyway, we don't really have a formal topic this week. I was going to start a new topic, and while I'm on the topic of topics, please, anybody who is out there watching this, if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to submit it to us, or if you want a certain topic covered, we'll be more than happy to cover that topic for you. We are hurting for some topics. So, last I checked, we were anyway. So anyway, I know this playing catch up, I mean, people did it last week. I haven't really caught up on topics I missed, so I'm going to play catch up this week, because I missed a lot of weeks there for a while. I think I missed like a month. Anyway, so I'm going to pick a relatively short topic, for me at least, and I'm going to cover how did you come to self-identify as genderqueer and what factors played into that decision. So, I mean, that's pretty broad since I feel I've always been genderqueer. I don't think that it was something I just woke up and decided to be. It's something that I am. And after, years of trying to figure myself out, I guess, I came across the term genderqueer, and I kind of linked it to how I feel. So, I think I've said before, that I come from a pretty traditional household. I grew up Roman Catholic. My dad was pretty strict. My mom was strict in a different way. My dad was more like, the rule enforcer and, very religious person. My mom, who's changed a lot actually in recent years, was very strict with gender roles. She was very much, in my opinion, for her own oppression. She, thought that women belonged in the kitchen, basically, and, just kind of, again, like, my house was kind of like a forced to leave it to beaver, it wasn't really, my home life was far, far, far from perfect, but it was almost like everyone was pretending that it was, so it was weird. Let's leave it like that. So I was raised, female, with very strictly enforced female gender roles. I mean, even down to my toys, I wasn't allowed to play with, like boy toys, things like cars or Matchbox or action figures, anything like that. It was literally Barbies, baby dolls, stuffed animals, and, like, I don't know if anyone knows or remembers Polly Pocket, which Polly Pockets were cool. I liked them. They were really cool. but that was really about it. I had to keep my voice down, my head down. Um, I couldn't climb trees, at least with in view of a family member or parental figure. Um, I couldn't really roughhouse or do many of the things I wanted to do. If I rode my bike, I had to ride it nicely. I couldn't go jumping off of ramps or anything like that, which I did anyway, but um, it was really frowned upon. I did play sports, but they weren't sports I wanted to play. Like I played baseball for a while, which I like watching baseball, but I don't like playing baseball. I'm not really a big sports fan anyway, so I really wanted to play soccer, but I ended up with baseball, and I was allowed to play basketball, stuff like that, but it wasn't anything where I could get too dirty or too messed up or anything like that. Um, it was just incredibly traditional American female gender role. That's it. And as I grew older, I knew I was different. I didn't know how I was different. Um, but I just didn't like any of that crap. To put it simply, I didn't like it. I bought into it because I didn't know anything different, and everyone around me um, kind of exhibited the same behavior. All the girls I went to school with were very much like that. They're incredibly feminine. They're very girly. They all dressed in pink and giggled and did normal little girl weird things. And I did that stuff too, but it was forced. It was like it was social, it was social conditioning, basically, is what I think it was. And, it just wasn't me. And as I got older and into high school and whatnot, um, I before high school, I bought into it even more so, where I was just really, I think I just wanted to be accepted, and I was 12, 13 years old, and I just wanted to fit in because I really stood out when I was younger. I was very awkward to begin with. I still am awkward, but I was very awkward when I was younger, and I felt like I was awkward looking, and I felt awkward inside, and I was socially awkward, and yeah, it was just, nothing was jiving for me at that time, which I think is normal for anyone that age, but I just wanted to fit in, so, as most kids do. So, I kind of bought into that stuff even more so. I started dressing a certain way, talking a certain way, acting a certain way, where I felt I would be more accepted. I was a cheerleader, for God's sakes, which that's a whole different story. I ended up being a cheerleader on accident. I went to, long story short, I went to cheerleading tryouts to support my friend because we were kind of outcasts and there were a bunch of popular girls there. And, she basically just wanted a buddy, so I thought, okay, I'd try out. And I kind of liked it, I'm not going to lie, I liked it. It was alright, but I didn't think I'd make the team, and I ended up making varsity. My friend didn't make the team at all. So I kind of stuck with it for a while. My mom was, of course, ecstatic that I was a cheerleader. And, I liked it for maybe the first year, and then I just kind of dropped out after that because I just was over it, I guess. So anyway, my point is I bought into a lot of things that I felt I had to do. It wasn't anything I really wanted to do. Same thing in high school and whatnot. It wasn't really until I got older and, really left all of that, maybe like 19, 20 years old. For a while I thought I was trans, which I told that story a few times before. And after, kind of living as a possible trans person, I realized that it just didn't quite fit me either. And, I just kind of accepted that I was weird and in some way or another. And it wasn't until a couple of years ago where I came across the term genderqueer, where I actually came to identify as genderqueer. All these things I felt were so different about me that just didn't fit in with, the girls when I was growing up, or didn't fit in with the boys when I was exploring you know, possibly being trans or possibly transitioning, you know, I felt like I was always in the middle, or kind of an outcast, in one way or another. And when I came across that term, I started researching it, and through my research and through just comparing what other people who are also genderqueer, you know, said that they felt, and seeing similarities, I guess, between myself and those people was, you know, I mean, I feel like it hit the nail on the head. You know, it was like a whole new world opened up for me. And I'm still trying to accept myself as genderqueer. I think I still have a lot of conditioning to just strip myself of, So it's still definitely a process. While I identify as genderqueer, I still don't feel completely settled with the term genderqueer. Not that it doesn't adequately describe me, but because, I don't know, it's just, I think I don't fully feel comfortable or accept myself completely as genderqueer just yet. I think it's still so new to me, and I'm still learning so much about gender, that it's still kind of fresh for me, even though it's been a few years. Like I keep saying, gender is a pretty big topic. So anyway, that's how I came to identify as genderqueer. It wasn't something that I just saw this label and just stuck it on me. It was something that, it was a very slow process, where identifying as genderqueer and coming to accept myself as genderqueer again has happened over a series of years, really my whole life, I guess, if you really want to get down to it. So, okay, shortish topic, I guess, going on 12 minutes. Alright, I will try to be more consistent with these videos. I'll see you guys. Have a great week.